The auto industry is under enormous pressure. Today we saw a fight between a billionaire investor and General Motors come to a head.
The investor called on stockholders to vote for a split, but they voted no, and the struggle isn't over. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell is live outside GM headquarters in Detroit. And Kim, what was the goal of this?
So here's the idea. The idea is this: if you take GM stock and you split it into two, one that provides a steady dividend and another that offers a return on future investments, maybe you can find more people who want to invest and therefore drive up the price of the stock. It's an idea that some hoped would also help the industry.
All the stock of all the car companies stink, but GM's stinks the most.
Autoline Daily host John McElroy says the reason for the idea is obvious. The man behind it is a billionaire investor, David Einhorn of Greenlight Capital. His hedge fund owns 3.6% of General Motors. While GM's value has increased, its stock price has not. So he called for the replacement of some board members and splitting GM stock into two separate investment options.
Nobody but him and a few other people are buying it. I mean, there's so many others who just think that this is a crazy idea.
McElroy says it could have created legal problems for GM's board if they ever made decisions that hurt one stock or the other. GM asked stockholders to vote against it, and about 91% of them did. GM, in the meantime, is left with the same problem. Its stock price remains low.
After careful consideration, we determined that Greenlight's proposal was not in the best interest of our shareholders. That said, given our strong results in 2016 and the first quarter of this year, we do believe that GM stock is undervalued, and we are taking decisive actions to address this.
CEO Mary Barra said today she is focused on the long term, investing in a costly revolution in transportation that includes autonomous vehicles.
The investment community, and I'm talking overall, just does not believe that this investment in autonomy and mobility and all that is going to pay off anytime soon. Yeah, and maybe it'll pay off in a decade, but not right now.
And while the stock prices aren't where leaders would like them, this vote by stockholders is a show of confidence in current leadership here at General Motors, and it comes at a time when the industry in general is struggling with this. Just last month, we saw Ford CEO Mark Fields let go, and one of the big factors we heard was the stock price at Ford. It is an issue we are seeing again and again in the auto industry right now. Reporting live in Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
We'll have our eye on this one, Kim. Thank you so much.